takeout and delivery, kid-friendly, spicy pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill. Looking for a great place to take the family before or after the game? Choose Spicy Pie. They offer a wide variety of menu items, pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices, and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. Join them for Taco Thursday with discounts on all Mexican items and $1.50 tacos. And don't forget White Sauce Wednesdays with the first 10 dine-in or carry-out orders with a whole pie. Get a free bottle of white grinder sauce. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Spicy Pie needs to be your only stop for the best in pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbreads, and even desserts. They offer several specials throughout the week, including their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices, and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax, and a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14. And if you're looking for a place to watch your favorite sports teams, Spicy Pie is the place with lots of TVs to watch the game. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery available and kid-friendly. And if you are looking to make some extra money, Spicy Pie is looking for some great personalities to join their team. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill. Spicy Pie, a great place to take the family out for lunch or dinner. Spicy Pie is much more than just pizza. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices, and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. They also offer a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14 on dine-in and carry-out, available anytime. Their November pizza of the month, Benny's Cousin, cream cheese-based topping with pepperoni sausage, tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella balls. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery, kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Looking for a great place to take the family before or after the game? Choose Spicy Pie. They offer a wide variety of menu items, pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices, and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. Join them for Taco Thursday with discounts on all Mexican items and $1.50 tacos. And don't forget White Sauce Wednesdays with the first...
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from...
It's time for the Scotty K Show, presented by Spicy Pie. Let's go live to the pie for the Scotty K Show. Here's Scotty K.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Spicy Pie on this cool, well, actually you could call it a very cold and windy Wednesday night. We're live inside Spicy Pie. We'll be here for the next hour and a half, talking a lot about sports. It's going to be kind of a Minot State night tonight. As you know, most of the high school athletics are kind of in between seasons with a lot of sports just getting started. We were going to try to get Minot High hockey up here today, but they had another obligation. They will be with us, joining us sometime down the road. So we're going to talk a lot of Minot State stuff tonight. Matt Merkin, whose team is actually tipped off about 2 minutes ago over at the Dome against Yellowstone Christian College. I had a chance to talk to him this afternoon. We'll hear that interview a little bit later. Mike Aldrich will join us, the football coach from Minot State. We'll wrap up the 21 season. All conference teams were named today. Minot State was represented by 4 of their players, both two on offense and 2 on defense. We'll talk about that. We'll talk Minot State wrestling, and Evan Forty will join me, the men's wrestling coach. Let's see, who am I forgetting? Oh, Mike Brandt, the head coach of the women's team, will also join us. But joining me right off the bat to start out tonight is assistant athletic director at Minot State. That is Brock Wepler. And Brock, thanks a lot for stopping by. I know you have some obligations that are going on over at the Dome with the game, but thanks a lot for stopping, because I think it's very important for us to sit down and talk a little bit about Beaver Boosters and about raising money and why you have to raise money, that sort of thing. So thanks a lot for stopping by.
Scotty, thanks for inviting me. No matter what's going on, I've always got time to talk Minot State Beavers with you. So thanks for having me.
Hey, I know a lot of people out there are Beaver Boosters. They know what the Beaver Booster organization is all about, but we always get new people coming to Minot, and I think some people sometimes ask, what is it all about? Kind of give us an overview of what the Beaver Boosters Association is all about with Minot State.
All about scholarships. We're raising money, raising dollars for scholarships for our student athletes at Minot State University. We do it through Beaver Booster memberships. That's where a large portion of it comes from. We've got a couple golf scrambles. We've got our Beaver Booster Spring Party. I think this upcoming year takes place Wednesday, April 6th. And then, also we're in the concession business. So come and have a hot dog at the Dome, and all of the revenue generated from that goes directly to scholarships.
Brock, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at Minot State. We've gotten through the fall season, the volleyball season, and the football season wrapping up, and now we're into the winter seasons where we're going to have a lot of things going on. And it's a different year. We went through the COVID year last year. It wasn't a very normal year, and I know it was hectic for you guys at Minot State. But boy, it looks like we've got back to some kind of a normal.
Absolutely, it's great. Last year I think was tough on everyone. Very tough on businesses, on the community, on health-wise, just on everyone in general. This year, at least at the university with the athletes, it is probably about as normal as we can get right now. We've got the games, we've got the crowds, we've got people coming out, and it's good to see, fun to be a part of again. So last year it was kind of, ready to learn on the fly and change plans kind of week by week, and it was kind of a strange process, but as difficult as it was for, I think, administrators and for professors and people across campus. I think several times I thought about the students and student athletes, and not to know what's going on, if you're having a season or if you're going to have a season, or
right,
if you're allowed to practice it. Man, what a tough spot for them to be in. So I commend them at sticking through it, and and they're still here, and we're back to playing.
Yeah, and I was talking to Matt Merkin earlier today, and he says it just seems it's so much more fun because last year we never really got to play a real basketball game until January. And he says it's just fun to look out in the crowd last night and see 750 people cheering on the Beavers. He said it just kind of brought me back to why I do this.
Absolutely. It's great. There's been a great vibe at our games, at our football games, our basketball games, and hockey, which is both of those, basketball, hockey, are getting underway, wrestling. It's great. It's great.
Brock, talk a little bit about Minot State and raising money. And you raise this money to give scholarships out. It's been a transition from the NAIA level to the Division II level. You were a coach back in the NAIA days. Now you're an administrator trying to raise those funds. those funds are deeply needed so that we can bring the type of student athletes that we want that can compete on the national level.
Absolutely. We're always trying to raise money, always trying to raise more, and we've got a ways to go to get to where we want to be, as far as funding at the top levels of the top teams in the conference. But, we're thinking of ways and trying to find ways to bring in more revenue, and it's just a continuous process. And we've got a great community. We've got great supporters. It's pretty fun to be a part of it.
Well, no, Brock, and the thing about it is with the COVID-19 pandemic, not just, you guys suffered a little bit, but the whole country suffered, and we're just trying to get ourselves back into that kind of normalcy. If there's somebody out there that is that maybe has been not approached or has put the letter in the back of their desk, that sort of thing, because there's people out there I know that would be willing to participate in Minot State athletics and Minot State University as a whole. How can they go about it?
Well, you can go to the website, msubeavers.com. You can go to the donate tab at the top, I believe, right of the page, and that'll bring you straight to the Beaver Boosters. You can look at our giving levels, the people who currently give. It'll give you a little bit more information about it. Stop by the Dome. I'm more than willing to visit with you. Office is on the second level, east side. Or a simple email, just brock.wepler@minotstateu.edu. Or, heck, if you're at a game, come try and find me. I've got a bald head. Someone will know who I am. So I'd be more than happy to visit with you.
Hey, Brock, with the end of the football season, the big win for Coach Aldridge last week against Concordia St. Paul, I was up there to talk to Matt today, and I looked out, and there was a bunch of student athletes out there trying to put the bubble up. Now that can't be a fun job to be doing right now with all the weather that we have.
Yeah, that bubble's a wonderful thing, but it's got to come up and come down every year. So every year, late November, we're grinding away, chipping away at it, and trying to piece that thing together. I talked to, obviously know a lot of the Wisemen in town, and they always, I think my father's the one who always compares it to a giant Wiseman tent, same process, but it's got about 8 or 9 sections. It's all got to be plated together. It's like a giant sleeping bag, I guess, that unrolls, and you need about 50 to 75 people to unroll it. So, we started out on Monday kind of prepping the field and everything and getting everything ready, and then on Tuesday, I think our first crew, we had 50 student athletes out there, plus administrators, plus our coaches, and then we rolled in another crew of 75 around 1 o'clock, and then we had another crew of 150 people coming around 3, 4 o'clock. So it takes a lot of hands, and today we were out there for as long as we could be, and it finally got to a point where it just wasn't safe with that wind was whipping the tarp up and kind of throwing people around, so we had to call her a day. But we're grinding away at it, and it's a lot of hard work, but it's good work. Those students to try to kind of endure it and put it together and see their work coming to fruition. It's a good thing every year.
Well, Brock, and the other thing about that bubble, and it was up for a year and a half because we didn't get a chance to take it down, with the COVID year. It brings so much opportunity, not just for Minot State student athletes and programs, but for the community and inside and outside the community of Minot.
Oh, absolutely. It's great. Minot Junior Golf runs their golf programs in there on Sundays. That's open to kids for free. It's open to adults. You go buy a bucket of range balls, you can hit in there. We've had other teams rent it out. We've had Botno, they'll come down with their college, rent it out. We've had the Mondac Conference tournament for softball in there. We've had, I think it was MSU Billings and maybe Minnesota met in there for lacrosse. I mean, it's very nice to have that in Minot where, people are coming to us for something to do and we're not looking to go somewhere else. It's great to have that opportunity here.
Hey, Brock, thanks a lot for joining, coming in, and we'll probably have you in periodically throughout the winter season, maybe back next spring. But again, if anybody out there is interested in wanting to be a Beaver Booster, there's so many ways. You can reach out to me. I'll get you the right thing. Go to the website. Give the athletic department a call. You're always looking for extra money, aren't you?
Absolutely. Hey, thanks
Brock,
for having me on, Scott.
Yep, that's Brock Wepler, Assistant Athletic Director at Minot State. And again, if you would like to be a Beaver Booster, you can get more information on that by going to their website or calling Brock up at the athletic department. We're going to take a break here on the Scotty K Show. When we come back, Mike Brandt, the head women's coach at Minot State, he'll join us for a second straight week. They're coming off a weekend where they won 2 and lost 1 as they head to Marshall, Minnesota for a 2-game stretch coming up this weekend. We'll come back. It's the Scotty K Show live from Spicy Pie here on the PSP Network. Your only stop for the best in pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbreads, and even desserts. They offer several specials throughout the week, including their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax, and a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14. And if you're looking for a place to watch your favorite sports teams, Spicy Pie is the place with lots of TVs to watch the game. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery available and kid-friendly. And if you are looking to make some extra money, Spicy Pie is looking for some great personalities to join their team. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
My name is Marshall Knopf. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. I've had many customers express being frustrated with the P.O. box they once had. They didn't realize they couldn't have packages delivered to their P.O. box. It's why they now have a personal mailbox here at the UPS store. We'll accept the packages for you, and you can pick them up when it's best for you. For a more efficient business, visit us at the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Spicy Pie, a great place to take the family out for lunch or dinner. Spicy Pie is much more than just pizza. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread,
And now back to the Spicy Pie for the Scotty K Show.
Well, welcome back here to the Spicy Pie here, live from the Spicy Pie, the Scotty K Show. And again, we're got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to be talking some men's basketball, some wrestling from Minot State. Let's see. In fact, the guys are playing right now. Matt Merkin, I had a chance to do an interview with him earlier today that we'll play back later, and we'll try to get an update on their game against Yellowstone Christian College going on at the Dome right now. But joining me right now is Mike Brandt. He's the head women's coach at Minot State. A couple of days off before they head to Marshall, Minnesota for a tournament this weekend, or a couple of games this weekend, coming off split with Black Hill State last weekend, winning 55-52, losing 56-55, and then picked up an exhibition win last night against Dickinson State, 62-54. We had a chance, Mike, last week to visit for the very first time. You played 3 more games. What's your assessment now after a week?
All right, well, we're definitely making progress, and it's not quite the progress that most coaches want. They want instant gratification like everybody else does now, but we're not getting there. But we're making good progress. Black Hill State was a quality basketball team. They made the NCAA tournament last night, so it was a good opportunity for us to play really good competition in the Dome. And as you mentioned, we won the first game, and then the second game we just didn't hold on to. Both games we had a good lead in the fourth quarter, but that's something that we're trying to talk about and learn to do, is how to hold a lead when you get one. That's so important to do, in basketball or any sport actually. But it's something that just doesn't come easy. It's something they have to learn, and without having a whole lot of wins last year or the year before, these players are not really used to winning, and sometimes you get a little complacent, and losing doesn't hurt quite as much as it could or should.
Right.
But we're trying to figure that out. And then the exhibition game last night was good for us because it was very competitive. I thought they played really well. I thought we played hard, but I don't think we played really efficient. We had many times in offense and the fast break that we were really, really congested in there and not able to get good open shots and cluttering up. And, it's just another great opportunity for us to learn.
Mike, and I got to see you for the first time last night, and I saw some of that. You jump out 10, 11, 13 up, and then it just looked like you missed some bunnies underneath, that sort of thing. But it's a work in progress, and this is what the non-conference is all about, isn't it?
Right, and our goal when we practice, it's not to beat the we don't practice and trying to prepare for the bottom of the league, beating those teams. We're trying to practice and prepare for the middle and the top teams in the league.
Right.
And so it's something we talk about. And even last night's game, they jumped out 13 points in the first 5 minutes. And at the media timeout, I said, well, we're on pace if we play defense like this to give up 104 points if it continues, And that must have inspired them a little bit, because the next 5 minutes when I talked to them, they scored 0. And then the next 5 they had 1. So, they're very capable of doing a lot of things. It's just a matter of getting that consistency.
Well, a lot of, and I've been around basketball a long time. You've been around it a long time too. And I think some of the common ordinary Joe public fan up there just thinks, I just want to go out and see teams go up there and score 80, 90, 100 points. The thing about it is defense sometimes can predicate what you do on offense. If you can play good defense, it's gonna give you opportunity to score on the other end.
Absolutely, and that's an important part of our game is, to be able to score out of our defense. And people don't realize how hard it is to score just in your half-court offense set against their half-court defense. Is very difficult. So you have to find other ways to generate points through your defense, getting some steals, offensive boards, out-of-bounds plays, anything that you can. Hopefully the other coach might get a technical and we get to shoot a couple free throws. Anything like that will help us.
Hey, Mike, let's talk about, we talked a little bit last week about your star, I guess your most talented player in Amber Staban. We know what we're going to get out of her. Kate Head's had a nice start to the year. But, boy, you got a chance this past weekend to see some of your true freshmen. The Watford City girl, Ashley Holland, played well in the Black Hills doubleheader, played last night. And, boy, I tell you what, and I was around Molly when she first came to Minot State, Molly Wilson out of Cheyenne, or Gillette, Wyoming. Boy, I tell you what, I haven't seen anybody work as hard as she does.
Yeah, and that's, it's kind of special from her because she's not an ordinary student. She's a nursing student.
Right.
And she's in her practicums right now. And she had to go to work yesterday at 5:30 in the morning, and she was, giving vaccines all day. She had to break away from it to run over play a game. She played a game, and then she quickly got back in her scrubs and was heading back. So, she's doing a fantastic job of, hard work. And it's so funny because you see the players that are working hard on the court, and if you look around what the rest of their life, that's what they're doing. Amber and Kate are two of our hardest workers, and we had to work on the, getting ready to put the bubble up Monday. And those two are out there scooping snow, just going as hard as they can, and just translate a lot into your everyday life.
Mike, I like that you said that, because sometimes a fan looks at it and they come and watch a college player play, and I don't care what sport it is, and they say they don't understand the other things. I mean, that they have to balance school with their outdoor, their extracurriculars. And some of them may even have a job on top of that. So people have to understand student athletes doesn't have a lot of time on their hands.
Right. And I think coaches need to understand that too, because you don't know everything going on in that person's life. You got to figure out, like you mentioned, possible working, academics, different things going on with their social life. And so it's just really important. You don't know what's happening in their family life. They could have some problems back home or anything. So that's something that I try to be sensitive to, and I try to communicate with our players, and I tell them, if you don't feel good physically or mentally, before practice, let me know, because if there's something there, I don't want to come after somebody, in a particular way when they've got other things in their life that may be even more important than what we're dealing with on the basketball court.
You leave tomorrow. You're going to Marshall, Minnesota for a couple of games down at Southwest Minnesota State against Truman State on Friday, and then Maryville on Saturday. Kind of nice to get out and play some Division II schools that you don't know a lot about because they play in another part of the country.
Sure, and they play a different style of basketball. I played or coached down at the University of South Carolina, Aiken, and the basketball style down there is much different than it is up here. And so it's always good to play different areas of the country, and it's also good to have officiating from different areas of the country too, because they may call it different. But, I may be crazy, but these games are scheduled, that's Truman State's ranked 23 in the country, maybe going to be really good, but my philosophy is, we try to play the toughest schedule possible just in preparation to hopefully get in the regional ranking sometime at the end of the year, and then prepare ourselves for the conference and then the conference tournament, of course, at the end of the year.
Well, Mike, and that's what it's all about. That's why you want to play, and Matt does it on the men's side, play as many quality teams as you can in the non-conference, because it might help you out in rankings at the end of the year, but it also prepares you for what I still believe, and it's probably because I'm selfish, is the best Division II, one of the best Division II conferences in men's and women's college basketball, the NSIC.
Yeah, I totally agree. And, when I was at University of South Carolina, and the first year I was there, I think we ended up going to the Disney Classic, and we played Augustana and North Dakota State when they were Division II back then. And of course, everybody knows about them, and they were a great Division II. Now they're very, very solid at the Division I level. So it's great basketball up here. It's very, very competitive from top to bottom. Talking to some other coaches in the conference, I said, is there going to be a game where you can mark on the schedule and say, well, we should be able to get this one and this one? But they said, no, absolutely not. Everybody, you're going to have to come ready to play for every game in order to get a win.
Mike, again, you've got those 2 games coming up on Friday and Saturday, and then you got a couple of days off, and then the grind starts. The NSIC, and I know you're new to the NSIC, but I know you've been around Division II and travel. The travel, people don't understand that, but it's a great 2 months. It's a grind, and it's a lot of hours, a lot of sleepless hours, that sort of thing. But that's what it's all about. You got the rival coming in. You, Mary, you probably don't know a lot about the rivalry, but you're going to find out Tuesday night how big of a rivalry this is.
Yeah, I'm sure I am, and I can kind of relate it to when I coached in the junior college. We were just so spread out. We really didn't have many rivals, but then I went to USC Aiken, and our big rival was Augusta State, who was 15 miles away, and everybody's talking about this and that. And I said, yeah. But, after you get started in that, and after a couple games, a couple years, and it is a huge rivalry, and so I'm sure it's very close to what we had down there. So I know it's important to everybody on the staff and everybody on campus, everybody in the community to try and get a win. So we're going to definitely give it our best shot and try to get that W.
Hey, Mike, thanks a lot for stopping by. Safe travels to Marshall. Get a couple wins down there, and we'll see you Tuesday night at the Dome.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, that's Mike Brand. He is the head women's coach at Minot State. Again, they'll play Truman State in Marshall, Minnesota on Friday, Saturday against Maryville University at Marshall. Then come home and open up the NSIC conference game, or season, on Tuesday at the Dome against UMary. They'll play at 5:30. The men will follow at 7:30. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will probably give you an update on what's going on at the Dome. Minot State men playing Yellowstone Christian College. We'll do that when we come back on the Scotty K Show live from the Spicy Pie.
Before or after the game, choose Spicy Pie. They offer a wide variety of menu items: pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices, and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. Join them for Taco Thursday with discounts on all Mexican items and $1.50 tacos. And don't forget White Sauce Wednesdays with the first 10 dine-in or carry-out orders with a whole pie. Get a free bottle of white grinder sauce. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill. Looking for a great place to take the family before or after the game? Choose Spicy Pie. They offer a wide variety of menu items: pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices, and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. Join them for Taco Thursday with discounts on all Mexican items and $1.50 tacos. And don't forget White Sauce Wednesdays with the first 10 dine-in or carry-out orders with a whole pie. Get a free bottle of white grinder sauce. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Spicy Pie needs to be your only stop for the best in pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbreads, and even desserts. They offer several specials throughout the week, including their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices, and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax, and a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14. And if you're looking for a place to watch your favorite sports teams, Spicy Pie is the place with lots of TVs to watch the game. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery available and kid-friendly. And if you are looking to make some extra money
money? Spicy Pie is looking for some great personalities to join their team. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
And now back to the Spicy Pie for the Scotty K Show.
Welcome back here to the Spicy Pie here, located in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill. It's the Scotty K Show. And again, coming up later, Evan Forty, the head wrestling coach at Minot State, also Mike Aldrich, the head football coach, will come in and recap the 2021 season. Again, they had 4 members of the Beaver football team that did make the all-conference team. 2 on offense, 2 on defense, 2 on first team, and 2 on the second team. We'll talk to Mike about that. Also, we do have an update on the college, on the men's game going on at the Dome. Halfway through the first half, it is the Minot State leading Yellowstone Christian College 26-8. Earlier today, I had a chance to sit down with the head coach of the Minot State men's basketball team, Matt Merkin, to talk about the early going season. And here's what he had to say.
Just your overall view of your basketball team right now through 3 games.
Well, I think the thing that really stands out the most, probably just watching, is we've really shared the basketball really well on offense, and we have a lot of different guys that can score. So we've had 3 games, and in those 3 wins, we've had over 20 assists in every single one of those games, which is pretty impressive. And we've shot over 50% from the floor, and every one of those games is pretty impressive as well. So, that side, we've been really fun to watch, and just the unselfishness has been great. And then we've been pretty good defensively in stretches. We got to continue to get that cleaned up a little bit, and giving up a few more points probably than you'd like to. But we're also playing a little faster than we have in the past, maybe, and pushing the tempo a little bit more, especially here early in the year. So that results in a few more possessions, and I think we're averaging close to 100 points a game through 3 games. So it's definitely a little faster pace than it's been in the past, but we also like the way our guys can play and get up and down, and we like our depth a lot this year too of our team, and feel like we maybe have more guys that are ready to get out there and play a lot of minutes maybe than we've had in the past. So it's been a lot of fun to start, and just looking forward to continue to get better and try to put the guys in situations to continue to have success.
You know, Matt, you mentioned the depth, and in past years, last 3-4 years, you haven't had that depth. And right now, you've got kids that can come off the bench, and you don't lose a lot.
Yeah, I think we've had we've had 5 or 6 guys in double figures every single game, which is pretty impressive. Just that balance, and we've had some really good players here in the past, and some guys, maybe some years we've had a couple guys averaging 15 or 18 or maybe 20, 22 when Rudy was here playing, and then some other guys pitching in. But to have a bunch, most of the team, half the guys that are playing are averaging over 10 a game right now, and that balance is hard to prepare for. And I think there's some other guys that are pretty talented as well, that are still pretty young for us, and figuring things out. So just trying to get some different guys out there here early, and get that experience, and just keep figuring out how we can be our best and how we can play our best basketball.
I noticed last night in the Dickinson game, you talk about distributing the ball and sharing the basketball. Max Cody, who's been around this program for, it seems like 10 years, but, Max last night only gets about 4 points, but he dishes out 7 assists, and, still looking to score, but he's still looking to find the other scorers.
Yeah, Max has been in our program for a long time, and, he's always been a high assist and a good assist to turnover ratio guy. Been amongst the leaders in all of Division II in both those things really the last 3 years. But he's been even more efficient this year. He's close, averaging about 8.5 assists a game through 3 games, which is amongst the leaders in the whole nation in all of D2, and doing it really efficiently. And I think he's having a lot of fun having all those scorers around him, where he can kind of just spread the ball around and get it to the right people. And I think that's great for our team too, that he can. The last game we played in the NSIC GAC Challenge, he had 0 points at halftime when we were up 11, and then last night he had 4 points and we won by 25 or whatever it was. So it's good to see that we have different ways that we can come out and beat you maybe than we've had in the past. So that's been a big bright spot here early.
One other kid I really was impressed with last night, dumpy kid can score, but Melvin Newburn, another double-double last night. He can do it on both ends, can he?
Yeah, Max and Melvin were all-conference players last year, and guys that have been around for a while and got that extra year and came back because they felt like that we could have a really good season this year. So, they're just really committed to winning and doing whatever it takes to win. And, the other day, I think one of those games, Melvin had close to a triple-double. I think he had like 10 10 rebounds, 9 points, and 8 assists or something like that. So he does just a little bit of everything to help us out. And, you know, those two guys, not just the stat-wise, but leadership-wise as well, are just huge for us. So, you know, and those two, and then with Cody Dwyer being another guy that's been around for a while, is averaging double figures. And then, you know, we just have some seniors that have been around a little bit and kind of know what to expect, and that certainly helps out.
I'd be remiss not to ask you about the Minot kids. You've got Ben Bull, who plays a big role for you. Jackson Gunville has had some good minutes for you. And those are kids that really, you didn't know what you were going to get out of them after the COVID year last year, but they're contributing too.
Yeah, those guys have been really, really big for us, and Ben's been starting, really taking a big jump from where he was at last year. He played, you know, both those guys got in there and kind of on and off last year a little bit, and were really important for us and playing good down the stretch, and we were able to really finish strong and, you know, down to make the Final Four down in Sioux Falls at the tournament. And those guys were really contributing at that point in time, but they've just continued to improve and kind of both taken the next step and just have been so efficient, better defensively, more efficient offensively, just more comfortable, I feel like, than they were last year, kind of when we were really playing for the first time. So it's been really great to have those guys out there, and then, you know, and then just kind of excited to see them continue to grow because they're still both freshmen, right? Because they got that extra year back. So for being young guys, they're both doing a great job for us.
Let's talk about it. You've had 3 games now in the last, 4 days. You got another one tonight against Yellowstone. Take a day off, and then you go to Billings, and then you open up the conference next week. We talked about it last week, Matt. A lot of games in a short period of time, but, you know, really, that you can only get so much done in practice. You'd rather see them in game situations.
Yeah, you know, the way that the D2 rules work is you only have, depending on when the calendar turns to November, we can have more days that we can get games in or less days because you can't start till the second Friday. You know, so if the first is a Friday or something, all of a sudden you have almost a whole extra week compared to some years. So this year's really pinched in there when we can go. And like I said, you know, for us to get games, you know, the fact of the matter is that to get any games, you know, we had to go to Fargo, we had to go to Valley City, we had to go down to Spearfish. So we've been on the road for our 3 exhibition games. And then it's just nice to be back home and play some games at home. And then we go to Billings this weekend. So it's, you know, the last 4 weeks we've been all over kind of our region. And so we had to kind of squeeze in some games here and there. And you know, we've had a nice relationship with Dickinson State that they've come up the last few years. And we squeezed Valley City into another home game and then Yellowstone. And we're just thankful to keep our guys in class a little bit here as we've been missing quite a bit of class and traveling all over the place and get some home games and let them play, you know, like you mentioned, especially our Minot guys, but play some home games in front of the fans. And so to do that last night and again tonight's big for us to, you know, be able to stick around and kind of save some of the mileage on the bus and being out all the time. And you and I have talked about this too, just how much we travel already. And the problem with us, the hard part is trying to get teams to come up here and play, especially if you have a lot of people back and they feel like you might be a pretty good team. Nobody wants to really make that road trip. So we've tried to go kind of wherever and find games, but we also have to, you know, during the middle of the week, sometimes we got to stick around home and keep our guys in the classroom. So it'll be great to do that again tonight, and then we'll be back on the road here for the weekend game out of Billings, and then I think we have a little bit of a break there over Thanksgiving, which is different in the schedule this year, and then then we'll be full speed in conference with 3 games that next week. So a lot of basketball coming up, and really excited for that challenge.
Matt, are you calling yourself the 3-point shooting coach with the way you've shot the ball from beyond the arc?
So far this year, yes, I'd say that. So hopefully we keep that up. We've been, you know, but we have been shooting great, but a big part of that is just we've been taking the right ones and moving it until we get really wide open ones. So that certainly helps your percentages compared to taking the tough ones with the hand in the face. So hopefully we can keep, you know, I don't know that we're going to continue to shoot it over 50%. I sure hope we are. But we got to keep taking the right ones, and we'll probably have some success if we do that.
Hey, Matt, one non-basketball question. Became a dad again. How's things going at home? It's about, a week and a half old now?
Yeah, we missed, she was born the day we went down to play the Bison down at NDSU, so we missed that game, and tried to watch the live stream, and it didn't work, so I was a little frustrated at watching the score there in the hospital room, but that's been great just to add a little girl to our family, and now got a family of 4, so it's been just, there's nothing better. Super exciting, and not sleeping too much, but just having fun every day with it. So it's made it a really exciting start to the season in a lot of ways.
Hey, Matt, congratulations on the new kid, and also good luck to tonight and the rest of the way. You're going to be a real fun team to watch.
Thanks, I appreciate that, and we're really excited to keep going. Come out and watch us when we're in the Dome. It's a fun group of guys to watch.
All right, that was Matt Merkin, the head coach of the Minot State men's basketball team. Again, that was taped earlier today because they are hosting Yellowstone Christian College out of Montana over at the Dome. Last report, 9.5 minutes to play in the first half. It's all Minot State. They lead it 30-10. Still coming up here on the Scotty K Show, we have Mike Aldridge, the head football coach at Minot State. He'll join us to talk about the kind of do a synopsis of the 2021 season, and we also talk a little bit about recruiting and what some of the needs are for Minot State. We'll talk about his all-conference players that were named today. Again, Minot State had 4 named to the all-conference team, 2 on the first team, 2 on the second team, 2 on offense, and 2 on defense. And then Evan Forty, the head wrestling coach at Minot State, also scheduled to join us. They got off to a good start. They were at the Jimmy Open a couple of weeks ago, and then at the Bison Open against a lot of Division I schools at NDSU this past weekend. They'll be traveling Nebraska-Kearney or Kearney-Nebraska for the Nebraska-Kearney tourney this week before taking some time off for the Thanksgiving holidays. So those 2 guests still coming up. You're listening to the Scotty K Show live here from the Spicy Pie right here on the PSP Network. We're back right after this.
Is much more than just pizza. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. They also offer a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14 on dine-in and carry-out, available anytime. Their November pizza of the month, Benny's Cousin, cream cheese-based topping with pepperoni sausage, tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella balls. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery, kid-friendly, Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
Memories never fade, especially from a high school rivalry game. Hi, I'm Brock Shook with First Western Bank and Trust. Throughout school sports history, the familiar names and faces may change, but legacies live on, achievements remembered. As your community bank, First Western Bank and Trust celebrates your victories with you. We want to wish all the local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this season. Be safe on the court, field, rink, and in the gym. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And now back to the Spicy Pie for the Scotty K Show.
Welcome back here to the Spicy Pie here on this Wednesday night. By the way, we will have a show, even though it's the night before Thanksgiving next Wednesday. We will have a show next Wednesday here live from the Spicy Pie. Another Wednesday edition as we get head to the Thanksgiving weekend. Pretty much when you look at schedules, and I was working on some schedules earlier today, and a lot of these teams are busy this weekend, especially on the college level. And then they will get a nice little break for Thanksgiving, the way the calendar fits. Let's kind of go through what's happening this week involving Minot State University sports, the hockey teams, and we will have both Ryan Miner and Wyatt from the men's team on our show down the road, but they are busy. They've been on the road a lot over the last couple of weeks. Had a chance to talk to them at the Winter Social this past Monday night, and invited them to come over, and they will be doing that, but both of them are on the road this weekend. The women will play 4 games over the next 3 days. Tomorrow they will be at Adrian College. Also on Friday they will play at Adrian College. Then they'll travel to Dearborn, Michigan, to take on Michigan Dearborn on Saturday and Sunday. The men, they head to Chicago for the Chicago Classic. They'll play Friday night against Arizona State, and then they'll play again Saturday and Sunday against teams to be determined depending on how other games go during that Chicago Classic. And Minot State in the second ranking came out today, despite winning 3 over the weekend, and are at 10-0 on the year. They did drop 1 spot. They are now second in the Division I ACHA poll, but they will travel. And if I remember, I think there's 6 of the top 25 teams that will be playing in that Chicago Classic in Chicago, Illinois, over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As I mentioned, the women's basketball team on the road to Marshall, Minnesota, for a couple of games against Truman State on Friday night. Then on Saturday, they'll be in Marshall against Maryville. The men, after tonight, they will travel to Billings, Montana, for a single game on Friday night, on Saturday night against MSU Billings. Let's see, who did I miss? Oh, Minot State wrestling team will be headed to Kearney, Nebraska for the Nebraska-Kearney tournament on Saturday. Sunday, again, some men's hockey and women's hockey at Michigan Dearborn. And then the pre-Thanksgiving schedule for Minot State will come to a close next Tuesday night. Next Tuesday night, as Minot State will play host to the University of Mary in the NCAA, in the NSIC opener. The women will play at 5:30. The men will follow at 7:30. As I mentioned, the high school seasons, well, they're kind of in a flux right now. We do have the state volleyball tournaments going on. Starting in Bismarck tomorrow. We'll go through those pairings here a little bit later, but we've got some high school things that will be going on this weekend. Both the girls and boys hockey team from Minot will be playing some scrimmages in what they call jamborees this week. The girls will be in Williston. They will take on Williston and Dickinson on Saturday. The guys will be in Mandan. They will take on Bismarck and Williston. And we will have the Minot High Boys Wrestling Invitational at Magic City Campus coming up on Saturday. And then the Minot High Boys will open up their hockey season, the regular season, next Monday night before the break for Thanksgiving, as they will play host to Devil's Lake at the Mesa Arena at 6:30. Bishop Ryan, well, really only thing on the schedule over the next week will be the Ryan Quad, as the Minot Ryan wrestling team will host Beulah Hazen, also Harvey and New Salem in a few matches. That is on Tuesday the 23rd. And I just wanted to mention right off the top, NCAA Division II football playoffs start this week. We have 3 schools from the NSIC that made the postseason. 2 of them will play each other. On Saturday, Bemidji State will be in Sioux Falls against Augustana, and Minnesota Duluth will travel to Texas. They'll take on Angelo State. Also, Dickinson State from the North Star, they're in the NEIA football playoffs. They're traveling to Iowa to take on Grandview on Saturday. And just one other note, as far as the NSIC goes, NCAA Division II soccer Central Region, a couple of teams from the NSIC did make it. Bemidji State will take on Central Oklahoma, and Minnesota State will also be in action against Emporia State out of Kansas. So that brings you up to date on what's going on as far as what's going on with local schools. Again, Class B girls basketball has started. They can, I think their first scheduled game that they can play is 2 weeks from yesterday on the 30th of November. The Class A boys and girls, they'll start next Monday. The Class B boys will start the following Monday after Thanksgiving. And we've got wrestling underway. We've got girls and boys hockey. So a lot of things that we're going to be able to talk about over the next month into the new year on high school football or high school athletics in general. Remember, here on the PSP Network, we'll be carrying a lot of Magician hockey here on the PSP Network. We'll have a ton of high school basketball, including Minot High boys and girls, and a lot of area Class B around the area once the regular season gets underway. We're going to take a break here now, again, on the Scotty K Show. Again, Evan Forty scheduled to stop by, talk about Minot State Wrestling. Also, Mike Aldrich will join us, and we'll recap the 2021 season, which they capped off, sending their seniors out on a winning note as they knocked off Concordia St. Paul this past weekend by the score of 28-20. You're listening to the Scotty K Show live here from Spicy Pie on the PSP Network.
Family before or after the game, choose Spicy Pie. They offer a wide variety of menu items: pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. Join them for Taco Thursday with discounts on all Mexican items and $1.50 tacos. And don't forget White Sauce Wednesdays with the first 10 dine-in or carry-out orders with a whole pie. Get a free bottle of white grinder sauce. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knopp. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. I've had many customers express being frustrated with the P.O. box they once had. They didn't realize they couldn't have packages delivered to their P.O. box. It's why they now have a personal mailbox here at the UPS store. We'll accept the packages for you, and you can pick them up when it's best for you. For a more efficient business, visit us at the UPS store. We are at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Spicy Pie, a great place to take the family out for lunch or dinner. Spicy Pie is much more than just pizza. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. They also offer a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14 on dine-in and carry-out, available anytime. Their November pizza of the month, Benny's Cousin, cream cheese-based topping with pepperoni sausage, tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella balls. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery, kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
Remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
And now back to the Spicy Pie for the Scotty K Show.
Well, welcome back here to the Spicy Pie as we continue in this Wednesday night. The Scotty K Show. Again, just a reminder, we will have a show live here from the Spicy Pie next week with Thanksgiving just around the corner the next day. We're still going to get together on Wednesday night and hopefully get a recap of what happens at the Dome next week, and maybe get some high school hockey up here to talk about their opener against Devil's Lake. High school fall season pretty much wrapping up this week. We had football finals last week. Congratulations to those state champions. Also, the swimming meet won by Century. Minot High finished 3rd in the state meet last week. We'll talk. Let's talk about that right off the bat here. Their all-state team was announced just announced today on the in Class A swimming. And Minot High had 4 girls that were on the all-state girls swimming team. the All-State team. They included senior Bella Price, also senior Jordan Walski, a sophomore Ella Kessler, and freshman Haley Conklin, and the head coach of the Majets, Emily Jensen, was named the state coach of the year. So congratulations to all of them. As far as postseason honors for football, WDA All-Conference football players, Minot had 4 that were on the team, including Jonas Bubak, a senior, a fullback linebacker, Ethan Panko, a senior, a defensive back, senior Caleb Spitzer, an offensive and defensive lineman, and also junior Caden Turnbull. He was an offensive line and defensive line player. They also had a couple of honorable mentions on that WDA All-Conference team. They included Tyler Badeau, a senior defensive back, and senior Leighton Ludwig, who was a linebacker. So that pretty much sums up the postseason for the high school. Again, we're still awaiting the arrival of Evan Forty and Mike Aldrich. The NSIC All-Conference team was announced today, but I would just kind of like to leave that so I can talk to Mike a little bit about those 4 kids that were named to the All-Conference team for Minot State. State A and B volleyball tournament gets underway in Bismarck. It's run as a super tournament in Bismarck at the Vet Center, and it was interesting. I was doing some work today. It's the first time ever that the Bismarck Event Center has hosted the state volleyball tournaments for A and B. Here are the pairings for tomorrow in the State A volleyball. It'll be Fargo Shanley against Bismarck St. Mary's, Bismarck High against West Fargo Cheyenne, Bismarck Century will take on Fargo Davies, and West Fargo against Bismarck Legacy. The consolation round semifinals come on Friday, and then all the place games for Class A, they play a 5th place, a 3rd place, and a championship game. No 7th place on the A side. On the girls' side of things, well, we have 3 area teams that are in the state tournament, and we want to wish all of them, Garrison, Des Lacs, Burlington, and Kenmare, the best of luck in their quest for a state championship. Here's how the quarterfinals is set up at 1 o'clock tomorrow, number 2. What they do on the Class B side, once the 8 to berths are solidified, the coaches vote and they seed the top 5 teams, and then the other 3 go into a random pick. So this is how it will all start out at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Number 2, Linton HMB, will take on Des Lacs Burlington out of Region 6. At 3 o'clock, it'll be number 3, Langdon Edmore Munich against Thompson. At 5 o'clock, it's the number 1 seed, the Northern Cass against Garrison out of Region 5. And the final game, the 4 and 5 seeds, number 4, Kenmare out of Region 8, will take on the Region 7 champion, Dickinson Trinity. Their consolation and semifinals, again, both on Friday. And then they play a 7th place game on the B side. They'll play 7th and 5th, 3rd, and championship on Saturday. And that will conclude the fall portion of the athletics sports season across high school sports. Again, still awaiting the arrival of Mike Aldrich or Evan Forty. I know Mike was busy working on trying to get that bubble up today, and said he wanted to be on the back end of the show, but is apparently not here yet. But we'll stick around here for a little bit longer and see if they are going to make their way up here to the Spicy Pie. It's the Spicy Pie, or the Scotty K Show, live from the Spicy Pie, right here on the PSP Network. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more right after this.
Spicy Pie needs to be your only stop for the best in pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbreads, and even desserts. They offer several specials throughout the week, including their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax, and a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14. And if you're looking for a place to watch your favorite sports teams, Spicy Pie is the place with lots of TVs to watch the game. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery available and kid-friendly. And if you are looking to make some extra money, Spicy Pie is looking for some great personalities to join their team. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
My name is Marshall Knopp. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. I've had many customers express being frustrated with the P.O. box they once had. They didn't realize they couldn't have packages delivered to their P.O. box. It's why they now have a personal mailbox here at the UPS store. We'll accept the packages for you, and you can pick them up when it's best for you. For a more efficient business, visit us at the UPS store. We are at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Spicy Pie, a great place to take the family out for lunch or dinner. Spicy Pie is much more than just pizza. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. They also offer a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14 on dine-in and carry-out, available anytime. Their November pizza of the month, Benny's Cousin, cream cheese-based topping with pepperoni sausage, tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella balls. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery, kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
Memories never fade, especially from a high school rivalry game. Hi, I'm Brock Shook with First Western Bank and Trust. Throughout school sports history, the familiar names and faces may change, but legacies live on, achievements remembered. As your community bank, First Western Bank and Trust celebrates your victories with you. We want to wish all the local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this season. Be safe on the court, field, rink, and in the gym. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Spicy Pie needs to be your only stop for the best in pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbreads, and even desserts. They offer several specials throughout the week, including their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax, and a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14. And if you're looking for a place to watch your favorite sports teams, Spicy Pie is the place with lots of TVs to watch the game. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery available and kid-friendly. And if you are looking to make some extra money, Spicy Pie is looking for some great personalities to join their team. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
And now back to the Spicy Pie for the Scotty K Show.
Well, welcome back here once again to the Spicy Pie, the Scotty K Show, live here from the Spicy Pie. We thank them for providing us a outlet to do what we do here. And again, thanks to all the coaches that have shown up so far in the first 3 weeks. And again, once the high school season gets into full swing, which will pretty much start right after the Thanksgiving holiday, we'll have a lot of high school talk on here with area Class B coaches, along with the local teams. Not just basketball, but we'll do wrestling, we'll do some hockey, we'll do some volleyball. But we'll encompass the entire realm of high school athletics, not just here in the Magic City, but across the area. And remember, the PSP network will have all kinds of coverage of Minot High athletics, including boys and girls basketball, also hockey, boys hockey. And we will also do a heck of a lot of Class B boys and girls basketball coming up your way this winter here on the PSP network. Again, My two coaches that I thought were going to be here tonight must have had some things come up, but I do want to mention that Minot State, congratulations to Minot State football. They wrapped up the 2021 season this past weekend and took their 5 seniors out on a great note as they knocked off Concordia St. Paul 28-20 in a snowstorm, pretty much. Snowstorm that it started sunny and cold and windy, and then we had a lot of snow-covered field, but the Beavers did prevail. And I'll tell you what, Minot State, after dropping their first 4 games by a combined total of 214-20, they were very competitive the last 7 ball games, being outscored 231-184 in the final 7 games, and they played a lot of good teams in the conference, very tough down the stretch, and probably could have won 2 or 3 more of those if they would have had a break here or there. But the NSIC North and South first and second team football, all conference teams were announced today. Minot State had 1 on the first team on the north side. That was sophomore running back Ali Mohammed, second in the conference in rushing with 1,159 yards and 6 100-plus games. Ali will be around for a couple of more years. Kind of a kid that we, I guess, we can build around coming into the next season. Also on the first team on the defensive side of things was Nyland Miller-Levi, a junior defensive back. He had 43 tackles, 3.5 tackles for losses, and 2 interceptions on the year. He also ran back kicks and punts, and he also caught a couple of passes during the campaign on the offensive end for 98 yards. A couple of second-teamers, Sebastian Gutierrez, the senior offensive lineman, he finishes his career with a second-team honor. And also, senior tight end Jackson Lundeen named to the second team. He had 33 catches on the year for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that congratulations to those 4 for being named to the NSIC All-Conference team. We're going to take one final break here on the Scotty K Show just to maybe give them a chance if they were running a little bit late. Again, Mike Aldrich was to join us, also Evan Forty. We'll take one final break here on the Scotty K Show, and we'll return. Hopefully we can talk some football and wrestling right after this.
First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Looking for a great place to take the family before or after the game? Choose Spicy Pie. They offer a wide variety of menu items: pizza, grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices, and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. Join them for Taco Thursday with discounts on all Mexican items and $1.50 tacos. And don't forget White Sauce Wednesdays with the first 10 dine-in or carry-out orders with a whole pie. Get a free bottle of white grinder sauce. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Spicy Pie, a great place to take the family out for lunch or dinner. Spicy Pie is much more than just pizza. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, flatbread, and even desserts. Enjoy their 2 pizza slice special, 2 jumbo 1-topping slices and a beverage for just $6.98 plus tax. They also offer a 1-topping 18-inch pie for just $14 on dine-in and carry-out, available anytime. Their November pizza of the month, Benny's Cousin, cream cheese-based topping with pepperoni sausage, tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella balls. Dine-in, takeout, and delivery, kid-friendly. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
And now back to the Spicy Pie for the Scotty K Show.
Well, back here for one more segment here on the Scotty K Show, as apparently Coach Aldrich and Coach Forty had some things come up, and hopefully we can get them to join us next week, as we will have another show next Wednesday night. Despite the fact that it's the Thanksgiving weekend, we will have a show next Wednesday here from the Spicy Pie. But let's recap what's going on around the area this weekend as we head to the break before Thanksgiving again. Tomorrow, women's hockey from Minot State on the road at Adrian College. Then on Friday, it is the women's basketball team against Truman State in Marshall, Minnesota. The men's hockey team in Chicago at the Classic against Arizona State. And women's hockey again at Adrian College. On Saturday, men's basketball at MSU Billings. Women's basketball against Maryville at Marshall, Minnesota. Men's hockey, again, to be determined at the Chicago Classic. Women's hockey will travel to Dearborn, Michigan, and take on Michigan Dearborn. And the wrestling team will be on the road at Nebraska Kearney tournament. Sunday, men's hockey again against the to be determined at the Chicago Classic, and the women will wrap up their 4-game road trip as they'll be in Dearborn again against Michigan Dearborn. And then the pre-Thanksgiving schedule will end on Tuesday as Minot State will open up their NSIC season against their rival and travel partner, the University of Mary. The women's game at 5:30 next Tuesday at the Dome, and the men's game at 7:30. Minot High, girls hockey at Williston for a couple of jamboree games on Saturday. The boys will be in Mandan against a couple of teams, and the Minot High will host a invitational wrestling tournament coming up on Saturday. Monday, the boys hockey team will open the regular season against Devil's Lake. And also on Tuesday of next week, Bishop Ryan will get the wrestling season underway as they will host Bismarck or Beulah Hazen, Harvey, and New Salem at Bishop Ryan High School. Let's see if we can get you an update on the Beavers game. It was a 40-point game in favor of Minot State at the half. Let's see if I got an update on that. Yep, 75-30. 75-30, Minot State leads by 45 with 15 minutes to play in the second half. So it looks like the Beavers will head to Billings with a perfect 4-0 record. Thanks to our guests tonight, included Brock Wepler from Minot State, also women's basketball coach from Minot State, Mike Brandt, and also Matt Merkin, the head coach of the Minot State men. Have a great rest of the week. Stay warm. And we'll talk to you again next Wednesday night on the Scotty K Show, live from the Spicy Pie, brought to you by Spicy Pie here on the PSP Network.
This has been a presentation of the PSP Network. Thank you for joining us for the Scotty K Show. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.